Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren. If you don't know me, I am the owner and founder of Closet Ecology, and I sell my secondhand finds on platforms like eBay and Poshmark. This is my current part-time side hustle little gig, but this is my journey in growing this into my full-time job. So today is a very exciting video. I am going to be sharing my numbers for the month of April. I've been doing this every month since I started this channel, and the reason for this is that I feel like I'm going to be the most helpful to my viewers by being transparent about my numbers, because your numbers are going to really let you know what you're doing right in your business and what you can improve on. So yeah, and just being honest about what it takes to be able to make the income that you want to see. If this is something that you want to try to do on your own, or if this is something that you're currently doing and you're trying to figure out how to get to the next level. Because when you think about your gross and your net, they're going to be two completely different numbers, and it's going to be a little bit different than when what you would be receiving if you had like a W-2 job. There's a lot of expenses and other factors that go into all of it. So I hope that this is helpful, and yeah, let's get started because I have a lot that I want to cover. So my total gross sales for my best month ever since starting reselling. In June will be my 1-year anniversary of being a reseller, so I'm creeping up very closely on that date, and this month, during some crazy times that we're experiencing right now, was my best sales month ever, and that was across both platforms, which is awesome. So my total gross sales, as you could see from the thumbnail, was a total of $5,190.02, which that number is seriously so insane to me. I can't believe that I was able to produce that number on a part-time job hour basis. It kind of blows my mind, but there were several factors in why I was able to achieve this number, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But so my total gross sales in Poshmark was $899. My total personal eBay gross was $1,599.38. My total eBay consignment gross was $2,691.64. So I do a little bit of consignment. This was a lot of consignment that I sold this month in particular. I am doing away with my consignment ventures in 2021 just because I'm kind of ready to move on, and it's something that I'm really thankful that I had starting this business, but now that I have the experience that I do and the resources that I do, I really am looking forward to the next step and moving on from consignment. So yeah, that's that. So how I was able to achieve this number. So if you remember, I had a video a few weeks ago talking about how I was experiencing and thinking of the changes that were going to be occurring in my business. I was really worried, honestly, about sales. I was not thinking I was going to be selling anything, let alone $5,000 worth of product. But yeah, so I decided that because of the current events, that if I wanted to be able to have the most exposure and be able to have the best chance of getting sales, that I really needed to branch out. So what I mean by that is I was accepting a lot of donations from friends and family of just random things that I don't normally sell, like a lot of hard goods, and cleaning out a lot of things in my own house, and yeah, just tapping into as many markets as I possibly could. And I think by doing that, I was able to achieve the number that I did. Because if I was just selling my normal clothes, shoes, and accessories, I do not think that my number would have been what it was. My gross would have been what it was. So some examples of things that I've sold were video games. My husband acquired a lot of video games over the years that he was not using. We unloaded pretty much all of those, and they sold just as quickly as they were listed. I sold a lot of books, cookbooks of mine that I was no longer using. I've sold some of my husband's guitar tab books, which a lot of those he got for free or at a very low cost, and some of those were worth quite a bit of money, so I'm really glad that we were able to get those sold. Of course, my consignment collectibles that I've been going through, and slowly, they're right back here, selling. The shelves are looking a lot more bare now, though, because I'm nearing the end of that. And just some collector's books. I've sold those for a friend of mine. She had some collectible James Bond books. They're not like the original like print, but they were like a reproduction, but the reproductions were still selling for a lot of money. So a lot of those have sold as well. So as you can see, it's just kind of like a lot of variety. So my biggest advice is, especially during these weird times, is to branch out a little bit, especially if you have an eBay store where you can literally sell anything. So, well, not anything, but most things. Just get creative and look for things around your house. See if your friends and family are unloading some things, even if it is making you feel like a little bit out of your comfort zone. That's probably a good thing. So check the comps, see if it's worth it, and get it listed. So of course, the gross is not what I put in my personal bank account. There's a lot of factors and a lot of fees and costs that need to be deducted from that before I can get to my profit, my actual profit for the month. So let's get into that now. My total sales tax, so this is just pertaining to eBay. Sales tax is collected through Poshmark, but I never see that money. The sales tax that is collected through eBay passes through my PayPal account and then is taken back out almost immediately through eBay to be submitted on my behalf. This is not something that I believe happens with managed payments. I am in the process of getting my ducks in the row so I can be switched over to that, so I will let you know how that process goes. But yeah, sales tax has to be included in your gross because it is included on your PayPal 1099. So just as an FYI. That was a total of $136.87, $64.74 from my personal sales, $72.13 from my eBay consignment sales. So total platform fees, this is applying to both Poshmark and eBay. My total fees for Poshmark were $188.40. My total personal eBay sales platform fees were $224.99. My total eBay consignment fees were $377.60 for a grand total of $790.99. Ugh, the number makes me want to throw up a little bit, but these platforms are so worth it. I don't have to have a storefront. You know, I don't have that type of overhead. I just have to pay my platform fees when the item sells, which is super, super awesome. So shipping discounts, this is something that just applies to Poshmark. That was a total of $48.76. That only happens when you send out an offer to somebody who likes your item. When you do send that offer, you do have to offer either free shipping or a shipping discount on your dime. So just as an FYI. So total shipping for eBay was $808.44. Another very high fee. Shipping is insane. You do get a discount through eBay. Pirate ship is also another option, but for my eBay sales, I just do it all through eBay just because it's very easy to keep track of what I spent on that shipping for that specific item. It's just more streamlined, and I found that for most things, now of course there's exceptions to every rule, but most things, pirate ship was not any cheaper than the discounted rates through eBay. But it's still expensive. It's a lot of money. So $447.09 was for my personal eBay sales. $361.35 was for my eBay consignment sales. So consignment payout. This this hurt a little bit, and the more I sell, the more it hurts. But it's just the price I pay for having consignment as part of my business model in the current state. So I only earn 30% of the net sales, and so of course I pay out 70%. So I paid out $1,316.41 in consignment payouts. So that's a good chunk of change, but I'm happy that I've made some of my friends some cash, especially during these super weird times that we are all experiencing. So that is definitely the bright side to it. I, of course, did not have any consignment store sales. Typically, I will go like once a month and just kind of pull some stale inventory, or usually when I'm sourcing out in the wild, which I've not done in a very long time, and hopefully I can start doing in the near-ish future. But typically I'll pull some items specifically to take to the consignment store. It's just something that I do that's a very small percentage of my reselling income, but it's a good way for me to make a quick buck. But yeah, of course I did not have any of those sales this month. I also did not have any Poshmark consignment. Going forward, I don't have very many consignment clothing items that I'm selling right now, and those are all pretty much listed on eBay. I don't really think that there's very much listed on Poshmark. But yeah, so the total net sales, so after you deduct all those expenses, I am left with $2,088.55 as my profits. So not bad. I broke the 2,000 mark, which is super duper exciting. And so that was a total profit of $661.84 on Posh, $862.56 on my personal eBay sales, $564.15 for my eBay consignment sales. So very happy with those numbers. Yeah, it was a really good month, you guys, and I'm so thankful. Every sale that I get, no matter if it's $5 or $500, I am grateful, because that person could have bought from anybody on eBay, and they found my item, went through my store and purchased from me. So thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, everybody who has ever purchased from me. So of course we don't stop there. So what I just covered was basically my selling fees, like what it takes for me to run my business from that aspect. There are additional fees that I need to deduct from that before I can pay myself. I pay myself a salary, essentially. I pay myself once a month. So I have inventory expenses, business expenses, and returns, and customer refunds. So inventory expenses, let's talk about that for a second. So when I made my initial video about changes to my business during all of this craziness, I initially stated that I was not going to spend any money on inventory. I was just going to sell what I had, sell things around the house, and that was going to be it. But I quickly changed my mind, and the biggest reason is that the sales that I were having were so good that I felt comfortable reinvesting in my business, because it is never a bad thing to reinvest in your business as long as you can afford to do so, because an investment in your business is an investment in yourself. Keeping your business afloat is going to keep money coming back to you. So just my 2 cents. But if I have to go a month without spending any money on inventory, I can completely do that. But I found that because sourcing is harder to come by right now, I just have to be a little more creative and kind of jump on things when I see the opportunity. I decided that I wanted to spend money and try some online sourcing. I have shown a little bit of that on my YouTube channel. I'll be sharing more of those as we progress through all this craziness. And yeah, so I spent a total of $435.78. So that's a little bit up from what I normally spend, but you know, as my business grows, I will have a lot more wiggle room for inventory expenses. So I'm still really comfortable with that number. It's not a lot, but actually about $197 of that is for a wholesale lot that has been missing since April 15th, somewhere somewhere on a postal truck in a postal office. I'm not sure where it is. So I am in contact with this liquidation company, and they are going to take care of me, either by giving me a reimbursement or a store credit. So I haven't decided which route I want to go, or if I still want to wait for the package to miraculously appear. It kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. I was really looking forward to that lot that I was going to get, but so I of course have not listed that stuff because I don't have it. I guess the good thing is that, you know, if I buy something next month with that credit, or I get that money back, that's just more money I can reinvest back into my business. So my total business expenses, so this is like my eBay store fees, any business supplies that I need, that was $86.66. Some things I bought are like, I needed some labels for my Rollo label printer, just some other odds and ends that I needed as well. So returns and refunds was $71.21. Returns and refunds are a very, very small percentage of my business. I don't get a lot of them, but it does happen occasionally. There was a couple of, well, one of these was a package that got sent out that was undeliverable, that got sent back to me. So of course I refunded the buyer on that. And then there's just a couple other like little things. There was a pair of jeans that I missed a flaw on. Whenever I catch a flaw that I originally missed, which is not very often, but it does happen because I'm human, I reach out to the buyer and offer them a percentage back if they want to still keep the item. So there was a little bit of that in there as well, but still not a ton of money. Not a big expense, I should say, for the month. So that was a total of $593.65 for other business related expenses. So once you deduct that, what I paid myself this month was $1,494.90, which is still super amazing for part-time work, a part-time hustle. Heck yes. So now, of course, I'm not going to get into taxes because I am not allowed to talk about that. I'm not legally allowed to talk about that. I'm not a CPA. But everybody's tax situation is different. So typically you would want to set aside money for self-employment tax out of that money. But what I paid myself, what went into my personal bank account, was $1,494.90. So, whew, yeah, that was my April. Let me know down in the comments below how your April went for you. Was it a great month for you? Was it a terrible month for you? Was it somewhere in between? Let me know. Let me know what your strategies are going forward, because I feel like this is a time where we just need to be flexible. That is my word of 2020, is being flexible. And when something doesn't work, just pivot and change direction. And yeah, so don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and yeah, I'll look forward to talking to you guys next time, and I'll catch you later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.